Hey everybody, welcome back to the Love Dogs channel. Today's video is about Säker Canine's newest crash-tested harness called the Lander. I am going to link in the description of this video the YouTube video that shows the crash test results. There's also a report I will link. A link to a YouTube video where it shows how to set this up, how to pass the seatbelt through the top handle of the harness, and how to use it as a crash-tested safety device in a vehicle. So I'll link that in the description and you guys can check that out if you want to. I have the Lander here as well as the Muse, and I'm actually going to compare and contrast these two harnesses as we go throughout this video. But you'll notice first thing that they are packed in a different bag. It's a stretchy mesh bag, but it's also really tough, so it's not going to rip really easily. It's a drawstring top, and you can pack these things away, and especially living in a van now where space for storage is at a premium, I love these little bags and the fact that the harnesses roll down a lot tighter. So I'll set the Muse aside for a second, and we'll just go ahead and open up the Lander. You've got this nice bunch of tags that gives you information and a QR code that shows you how to fit it and gives you some more information as well. Please be aware as you're opening this up that there is a silica packet in here. Don't let your dogs get a hold of that. First thing, when you open the bag, the seatbelt clip is going to be sitting right around the top. For those of you who are using this as a vehicle safety restraint, I'll leave the link in the description so you can go there and get instructions for how to set that all up and how to use that. Another thing that Säker is doing that's new on this harness is it's got this tag on it. You don't want to take this tag off until you are sure that it fits your dog and that you're going to keep it, because if that tag is removed, then they will no longer accept returns on the item. So be sure to keep that tag on. It's just looped through the very back. It shouldn't be any issue leaving it on while you size your dogs. The Lander is ripstop nylon, and it is actually built exactly like the Muse. The difference is in the fabric and the buckles. You have the aluminum 70-75 buckles. So you have 4 of those metal Cobra style buckles on the body, and then you have 1 on the neck as well. And one thing I want to point out about the neck buckle is it is not an adjustable strap. On the Lander, that strap is sewn down so that you can't adjust it. On the Muse, it's not sewn down, and there was some confusion. The way you adjust the chest straps is actually on these 2 buckles towards the front, not the one that sits higher on the neck. Flipping this over, we have an adjustment point on the belly. To make that adjustment, you can actually insert the top part of the belly pad into the bottom part. And on the Lander, you've got 2 metal buckles here to weave the strap into. And with the extra strap here, you can actually tuck it back in underneath this ripstop fabric on the belly pad. Alright, so let's look at some of the differences between the Lander and the Muse. These 2 harnesses are built very much the same way, but the fabric is different. So on the Muse, you have what they're calling loonskin fabric. It's similar in my mind to something like Arc'teryx's Atom jackets. It's a really nice, stretchy fabric. On the Lander, you have the ripstop fabric, which still somehow you can fold it and it's still somewhat malleable, but it's not as much as the Muse where they're using the loonskin fabric. The other difference between the Lander and the Muse is that the Muse uses all high-strength polymer buckles and the Lander uses metal. So I mentioned that the fabric is different, and I'm just going to show you why I love the Muse. This loonskin is so malleable, it's so stretchy, and you know the Lander is too, even though it's ripstop, it's still pretty stretchy and you can fold it, but not as tight as the Muse. And one of the reasons I am absolutely in love with the Muse is because when I put it on my dogs, it molds to the shape of their body. So, you know, this could chafe as well, but what I like about it, though, is that it moves with the dog's body a little bit more instead of moving against it. And I think that, in the long run, is really going to be a benefit. The Lander is also pretty malleable. It just, it's a little bit stiffer, but it's still packable and it's still fairly malleable. Let's weigh these and see what the weight comparison is. We'll start with the Muse. These are both size medium, by the way. So the Muse size medium looks like it comes to 13 ounces. Let's try the Lander. This is again a size medium in the Lander, and it comes to 20.5 ounces. These are the Pouches 001, and I'm going to put them on the Lander just to show you the backpacking part of this setup. So the saddlebags attach with these 3 hooks. I love it because when we're on trail, I often give my dogs pack-off breaks, and it's really simple to just remove the saddlebags, leave the harness on, and then put the saddlebags back on when you're ready to go again. The old pouches used to buckle around a harness strap with a small buckle, and I found it really difficult to attach those buckles. On this one, it has a belly strap. So it has the belly strap, which actually pulls down from one pouch, one saddlebag, across the belly and to the other saddlebag and clips in. And then you can pull the adjustment strap to tighten it. I feel like that works a lot better than trying to attach a small buckle around an individual strap on the harness. So you can use the Pouches 001 with the Lander harness. And again, the Pouches 001 comes in the nice mesh black bag with a drawstring. It's great. So back to the Muse. I'm just going to show you how nice and compact this folds up. And that's the Muse. Now I'm going to show you how the Lander harness rolls up. And it rolls up the same way, and it's still compact. It's just not as compact as the Muse. I mean, it's still impressively packable. So I'm just going to go over some specs and some other details while I show you some detail shots of the Lander. Once again, this is ripstop shell for greater abrasion resistance. It is a modular build, which means that you can add and remove components. It's compatible with the Pouches 001, the Traction 001, and the K911 Rescue Sling. It comes in sizes extra small, small, medium, and large, and I'll put the measurements up on the screen. The advertised weights, extra small is 18.2 ounces, small is 19.8 ounces, medium is 22.3 ounces, and the large is 25.4 ounces. These are hand washable with soft detergent and air dry. Materials are ripstop fabric, high strength polyester webbing, aluminum alloy 70-75 buckles. The buckles are auto locking, which snap shut and stay locked under pressure. For those of you familiar with Cobra buckles, this is the Säker branded Cobra style buckle, works the same way. So the price of this is pretty steep. $189.95 is what it is at the time of this video. I do just want to point out, though, in my research of other crash-tested harnesses, there is only, well, I would count 2 maybe that are outdoor dog gear companies that have crash-tested harnesses. One is Roughwear Load Up, and that harness is $94.95. This is not a backpack. It doesn't have loops to put saddlebags on. It serves one function, and that is a crash-tested dog harness. So you're paying $95 for one single function in a harness. Next Next up, we have Kurgo. They have a crash tested harness for $78.95. It does not have saddlebag attachment points, no backpacking. And then you have the Sleepy Pod Click It Terrain Plus and the Sport Plus. The Click It Terrain Plus is $94.87, so $95. Sport Plus is $103.49. It also is not a backpacking harness. The Thule, they call it the Cappy. The Thule Cappy is $119.95, so you're paying $120 for, again, I would call it a single function harness. And I'm not downplaying the role of car safety. I'm simply stating that you're paying a lot of money for a single function harness. Whereas you're paying $190 for Säker's the Lander, and you can use it for other things other than just riding in a vehicle. You're getting the backpack harness if you buy the pouches, you're getting a daily use harness, and you're getting a crash tested harness. So yeah, the price tag looks a little steep, but it just depends on your personal situation. Would you prefer to pay less and just have a crash tested harness? Or would you rather pay more money and have a harness that you can use for multiple things?
Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to some of you. The reason I didn't fit it to one of my dogs is because I knew before I even got it that I was gonna give it away to one of you. So I didn't want to fit it on either of my dogs because of that reason. But also because I really love the Muse. I think the Muse is the keeper for us. I love how it fits both of my dogs. I love the fabric of it. And just, I don't have a means to utilize the crash test functionality of the Lander because I don't have seat belts in the back of the van. I don't have a seat, I don't have seat belts. And so it seems to me that the Lander that I have that Säker sent to me would be better served in someone else's hands who does have that functionality. If you're interested in this harness, please leave a comment on this video. Just tell me what big adventure you have planned next for you and your dog, or what big adventure you will plan if you win this harness. Leave a comment on this video just letting me know that you want it, that you're interested in it, and I will enter you into the drawing. And on August 15th at 7 p.m. I'll do this randomly and select a name from the comments, and whoever comes up from the random drawing, I will send this harness to you for free, including shipping. So we're gonna stick with the Muse, and I'm gonna send the Lander to one of you. So comment on this video letting me know that you want it, that you're interested, and I'll enter you in the drawing. Stay tuned. On August 15th, I will post on this video who the winner is. So come back to this video, and yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.